What's up, guys? It's JVHD. This is episode 2 of my Chelsea career mode. And last episode we went over basically our transfers. We put up some players for the transfer list as well as put them on for loan. We also made inquiries about 3 players. That was Paco, our striker, that we're looking into. Gundogan for the midfield, as well as Rafael Varane for our defense. And in this episode, we're gonna go over some changes I did to the team sheets, as well as one other player I did make an inquiry for. It is another midfielder. So yeah, we'll just go over what we did for the team sheets. So here, as you can tell, we went for I guess it says 4-4-2, but I like to call it 4-1-2-1-2 since it has the 2 strikers and I count the defensive mid and the attacking mid as one. So yeah, so we have Diego Costa as the right striker and Didier Drogba as the left striker. And then in central attacking mid we have Oscar. We have Eden Hazard on the left, Nemanja Matic in the defensive midfield role. Schürrle, yes, I'm starting Schürrle over Willian. I don't know, I guess you could call it favoritism, but I do believe Schürrle is a bit better than Willian and actually is underrated in real life. So yeah, he's playing on the right. Ivanovic is our right fullback. Our captain, John Terry, is with Gary Cahill in the central defense. We have Aspie at the left, and Thibaut Courtois starting in goal. And for our substitutes, we have Peter Cech, Kurt Zouma, Felipe Luis, Ramirez, Willian, Fabregas, and Remy. And then we just have all the reserves down here, which is basically all of our young players, all of our low-rated players, and then Kalas and Mika, as well as Salah. So this is basically the people who are listed as, or transfer listed as well as loan listed. For our roles, I do have John Terry as captain, of course, and then I have Hazard for the free kicks, Schürrle for the long free kick, Hazard for penalties, as well as the left corner and the right corner is for Schürrle. So then we have our second team sheet here, which is our reserve team, our second team. So we have Didier Drogba at the right side, Loic Remy on the left. We have Fabregas in the central attacking mid, even though he doesn't really fit the attacking mid. So, well, that's what it says, but his stats do line up well for attacking mid. We have Ramirez as the central defensive mid, Schürrle on the left, Willian on the right. So yeah, that's where he starts to come into play. Aspie on the left, or Aspie on the right, sorry. Thomas Kalas and Kurt Zouma are in the central defense, with Felipe Luis on the left. And then we have Peter Cech in goal. And this is basically just reverse of what we had in the first team. So we have Thibaut Courtois, Gary Cahill, Ivanovic, Nemanja Matic, Eden Hazard, Oscar, and Costa for our subs, and then basically the same people for the reserves. For this team sheet, we have Cech as our captain. I did have some decisions to make whether to make it Cech, Ramirez, or Didier Drogba. But in the end, I just went for Cech. So for our free kicks, we use Fabregas, and for the long free kick, it's Schürrle. Penalties is Fabregas. He does have the highest rating. Our left corner is Schürrle, and our right corner is Willian. So that's basically what I changed for the team sheets. And the one player that I did inquire for is Xherdan Shaqiri from FC Bayern. He's a really good player on the right side. He also plays left and central attacking, I think. Yeah. So he plays right mid, left mid, and central attacking mid. So he's very flexible as far as his positioning goes. And he's really strong too, so yeah, we'll be looking to sign him if we can. So we're just going to advance the date here until we get some of these, and our Champions Cup objective came in, so it's actually kind of surprising. They didn't even want us to reach the final. We only have to reach the semi-final. But, I mean, of course I'll be looking to win the cup itself, So we have a response for our inquiry of Gundogan, and they want 44.5 million for him. That's kind of a lot, so we'll see if we can work that out with Borussia Dortmund. And Rafael Varane, Real Madrid wants 25 million for him. I figured we could get him for much less, so I'm gonna try to get him for at least 15, and maybe I'll add on one of the younger players like Tika Musonda or one of the other youth players. Yeah, so here I'll just add on Tika Musonda, just see if he'll lure him in to the club. So we could always send another offer if they decline that. Now, as far as Gundogan goes, I really don't want to spend too much on any one player, so I try to go for 25 for him, as well as John Obi Mikel. So yeah, we'll just keep doing this until we get all of our inquiries back. And these are our last two inquiries. Paco comes in with 25 million, and Jadon Shaqiri for 23.5 million. So these aren't really too expensive of players. So of course I'm gonna try to get them cheaper. I'm gonna try 10,000, or I will try 15 for Paco, as well as a youth player. So I'll probably put on someone cheap, or someone who has not as much value, like Ruben Loftus-Cheek. So yeah, that's for Paco, and then Jadon Shaqiri, he's a little bit cheaper, so we'll try 15 for him as well. Just like the others, we'll add on a youth player, probably Ola Aina, and we'll see what we can get from them. We're just gonna simulate through the days until we get the responses. So here we get the response from Borussia Dortmund for Gundogan, and they do not like our offer at all, basically. We didn't offer enough, so we'll try the 30, and of course they don't want Mikel, so we'll just take him off. We'll try another player. I'm just trying to get rid of these players, so I'll put Christensen on there, and I'll try 30. And yeah, so we'll send that off and keep advancing until we get another one, which is the very next day with Rafael Varane, and again it's not enough, so we'll try 19 million. I'll just leave Musonda on there, hoping that they'll just take a bit of, I don't even know what I'm saying here. Wow. But yeah, we're just gonna take a look at the news here. Basically it's just all of our transfer targets. No big deal. So we have a transfer offer that did get accepted for Paco, so we'll look at that a bit later, and we'll look at the one for Jadon Shaqiri right now. So 15 million wasn't enough, so we'll try to, I'll bring this down a little bit. I'll take off Ola Aina, and I'll put on John Obi Mikel for 9 million, and I'll bring this down to 10 million. Now for Paco, he does have a really cheap salary. he'll most likely be a starting striker for us, so he'll be in the first team. We'll give him 5 years for a squad rotation for 90,000 and see if he accepts that. And as you can see there, it says Arsenal wants to sign Benzema from Real Madrid. That wouldn't really be too good for us because Arsenal is Chelsea's rival, so that wouldn't be that great. And Sami Khedira did get signed by Manchester City for around 25 million, 24.5 million, I guess. Which kind of sucks because I did want to sign him on a free transfer in January, but I guess we'll have to look for someone else. So we get an international management email here. Not really that important. Now Gundogan did accept our offer for 30 million as with Christensen, so we'll give him 5 years as well as I don't know if I want to give him a crucial because we do have Matic, but I'll try to give him an important first team player role. And yeah, we'll keep simming on. So we got 3 emails here. They did accept the offer for Rafael Varane, and Valencia did accept the offer for Paco. So we'll look at those later. Shaqiri, still not enough. So I guess we'll just try 20 million and take off Mikel. Jordan Shaqiri is a really good player. I do wish to sign him, so we'll be trying pretty hard to get him. Now for Rafael Varane, he's probably the player that I want to sign the most, so we will give him a important first team player role for 5 years on a 130,000 wage. I do believe they'll accept that. The teams usually do accept my contract offers. We are gonna accept we are gonna accept the deal for Paco from Valencia, since the board did want us to look for another striker, so we'll just change that. He will be playing in the first team, so we'll put Paco up there with Diego Costa and switch Remy with Didier Drogba. And it looks like we got him for the cheap because we got him for cheap because there is news that we did bag him as a bargain, I guess. I guess he was pretty cheap. Yeah, 15.1 million for a player like him. That's really cheap, actually, now that I think about it. So good thing we looked forward towards him, because I do believe he will be a key player for our team this season. And here we get a lot of accepted offers. The contract offer for Gundogan as well as Varane got accepted, so we'll be probably accepting those right now. Shaqiri, he did accept our transfer offer, so we'll give him a squad rotation, basically what he has now, but a contract for Chelsea instead of Bayern Munich. We have 2 transfer offers, one from Sunderland and the other from Fiorentina. So Sunderland wants to purchase Branislav Ivanovic for 12.5. I figure if I asked them for 15, that'd be enough for Branislav Ivanovic. He is quite old, so we will be having to look for another right back if we do sell him on. So we'll submit that counteroffer for 15 million for Branislav Ivanovic. And now Fiorentina wants to purchase Ramirez for 16 million, which is kind of something I don't really want to do, because he is a really good player in my eyes. So maybe if they get him, or if they can match 20 million, then I will allow them to sign him. So we'll also send that counter offer out. And now the most interesting part, the contract offers that did get accepted. We're definitely going to accept the one for Rafael Varane. And we won't have that much money left if we do sign Gundogan, so I'll just hold off on him for now. I mean, he'll still be there. So we'll be looking for another right back if Sunderland do match that 15 million. And Edin Dzeko actually goes to Atletico Madrid. So that'd be interesting to see how that works out for him. So yeah, we'll keep simming on, seeing what's gonna go on here. So they did match the 15 million, like I said. So we will be having to look for another right back here. One right back that really stuck out to me was this really young player in Italy. His name is De Chiglio. Wow, I can't type here. Yeah, Mattia De Chiglio. He does play for Milan in Italy. We will inquire for him. As well as a right back here in the Premier League by the name of Seamus Coleman, who plays for Everton. He's really good in real life. I do believe he'll be good in the game as well. So, taking a look at his stats, very nice stats as far as physical and mental goes. His technical stats are really good. Has a good range for standing tackles, marking, and sliding tackles. So he looks to be really good. His crossing looks pretty well too, as well as his dribbling and his ball control. So we'll be hoping to make an offer for him once they get back to us. Fiorentina couldn't match the 20 million, but they did want 17. They did want to sign him for 17 million. I'm gonna just go for the 20 million again, because there's no way I'm gonna sell him for less than 20 million. So we'll just send that counter offer back to them. And now we get an offer for Thibaut Courtois from Juventus. Not gonna happen because I honestly don't want to sign him. I guess I could go for the reject all offers and disallow future offers, but you never know. We might get an offer that's just too good to pass by. So I'll reject that. And then here we get the contract offer acceptance from Bayern Munich for Xherdan Shaqiri too. So we'll hold off on him as well. And looks like, wow, Everton wants 36.5 million for Seamus Coleman, and that's just something I can't afford, so I have to decline that. Mattia De Chiglio as well as Milan want 21.5 million. That's something I can work with. We'll try to get him for 10 million. I mean, he is a young player. He still has to develop, so I don't want to overpay for him. Yeah, we'll try to sign him for 10 million. So, Branislav Ivanovic did get sold. We got 12.5 million back from that. So we have more money to work with here. And Fiorentina did match the 20 million. So we'll be getting their funds, or not their funds, but funds from their wow, I can't talk here. But anyways, yeah. Looks like we have more money to work with, so we'll be looking at the transfer negotiations right now. And I did realize that Gundogan's offer did expire, so we have to make an offer for him again. We'll give him the same thing we did last time. So yeah, it looks like we made our first signing here with Baco. So he's new to the club, and we'll be looking to play him a lot, as well as Varane. I do believe that they'll both be key players in the season. So we are waiting on Gundogan, Shaqiri, and De Chiglio. And I guess we'll see what happens next episode, which would be the third episode of the season. We'll be looking at what's gonna go on with Jordan Shaqiri, Gundogan, as well as De Chiglio. But yeah, so once again, thanks for watching. Give it a like, comment, share me with friends. Tell them about me, and subscribe. So have a good day, guys. See you later.